the streets of Cincinnati, welcome to the jungle! Let's go. Stripes, 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 yeah. Stripes, 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 yeah. Stripes, 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 yeah. Orange in the day, black in the night. Stripes in our veins, sparks gonna fly. The beast is awake, orange, black and white. Cause when the jungle come alive, who day we ignite and Cincinnati, we gon' rise and in the jungle we unite and dripping orange and black and white. Who day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Wake up the beast, every day is a feast. Time to bust it off the leash. In the jungle dripping heat, tigers strike the city streets. East side stand up, west side stand up. If you reppin' who day, time to put your hands up. Bengals stripes, we in it. New day, new age, yeah, we get it. Cincinnati jungle fitted. Who they in our house, we win it. Orange and black and white, we build it. Earn our stripes, you know we kill it. Bleed our colors, jungle dripping. Nasty, natty, yeah, we live it. Lit the crowd, get the city loud. Yeah, we feasting now. Fit the bounce, make the city howl. Now we beastin' now. Thunder through the tunnel, from the sideline to the huddle. Stripes we tatted on the jungle when we flex that who they muscle on them. Stripes, Cincinnati, we gon' rise and in the jungle we unite and dripping orange and black and white. All day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Stripes. Now who gotta move like it on? Stripes. Now who wanna move close and on? Stripes. Now who wanna move on? If you got stripes and you let the city know you rock 'em, yeah we got 'em, yeah we fought 'em. Like that black and orange upon 'em, bingo bottom, never stop it till the beast on feasting on 'em. Who they rockin' with the diamond stripes, flossing on the ring. Cincinnati, she's our queen, we gon' show the world who king. Orange in the day, black in the night. Stripes in our veins, sparks gonna fly. The beast is awake, orange, black and white. Cause when the jungle come alive, who day we ignite and Cincinnati, we gon' rise and in the jungle we unite and dripping orange and black and white. Who day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Now who gotta move like it on? Now who wanna move close and on? Now who wanna move on? Who day when we fight, live and die in these stripes.
Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the show. This is Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm your host, the Iceman, Jeff Trenopole. And as always, I'm bringing you sports from a West Side point of view right here in the great city of Cincinnati, Ohio, home. And as always, Jackpot Joey Burrow and the number 4 ranked University of Cincinnati Bearcats. Now, do me a favor, guys. If you found the show, hit that like and subscribe button. Smash that thumbs up. I'm up to 1,417 subscribers. That is awesome. As always, I appreciate every single one of you guys. Now, do me a favor, if you're watching on Facebook or Twitter and you have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do so. Go to the YouTube channel Sports with Strawberry Ice. Hit the subscription button, hit the bell for the notification, and every time I go live, you'll be notified. Also, exclusively in the YouTube chat crew, we're doing super chats. So if you'd like to support what I'm doing or make sure your comment gets read, give me a super chat. I would greatly appreciate it. Now I'm coming to you live on this fun Football Friday show from the Ice Cave. And the Ice Cave is brought to you by T Properties. T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out their website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. All right, guys, I want to give a shout out to Herb Jones, former University of Cincinnati Bearcat member of the Final Four team. I'm not sure what is going on, but there's been several tweets out from former players, Bob Huggins included, that we need prayers for Herb Jones. So just let everybody know out there who are Bearcat fans to remember Herb Jones, part of the Final Four team. Keep him in your thoughts and prayers. He has something going on. I don't know what, they have not said, but keep Herb Jones in your prayers for sure. All right, news of the day. Unfortunately, Trey Hopkins and Riley Reef did not practice again today. I think it's a game time decision. I think they are planning on having those two in. If they are not in, that is going to make a big difference because you probably got Prince and you got Hill at your right tackle and your center. So those are big news. That's a big news. I mean, they're not out. They're not out. They just haven't practiced. So hopefully that they will be ready to go when the game time comes around. Maybe they'll take some painkillers or something. They both have ankle sprains. I do know Captain America is out. He also has a ankle sprain, but he will not be playing. Ben Baby tweeted out the Chargers cornerback Asante Samuel is out with a concussion, and safety Alohe Gilman is out with a quad injury. So that's all the injury news that I know of for today. Let's get into the chat here, and let's just have a fun Football Friday show, guys. I can't wait. Royal Flush Terry, you're first up. What's going on? Spoiler alert. Bengals win a nail biter on Sunday. Finally score 58-6. Wow, that's a nail biter right there. That is for sure. He also says, so will Freeman do an Irish accent when he gets introduced as the head coach of Notre Dame? Dude, I don't even know what an Irish accent you sound like, but I have no idea what Brian Kelly was doing when he said family. We're down here in Georgia. We got a family now. And Brian Kelly, dude, is, I don't know. That I'm not sure if he did that on purpose or it just came out or what, but that was an interesting way to introduce yourself to the LSU family. John Wick, what's going on? I hope Trey can play. Me too. Coleman, what's up? Thank God my wife got off the phone. Let's go. I'm glad your wife got the phone too. John Wick. Trey Hill does get the call for holding a lot. Yeah, well, he's a rookie and he hasn't played that much. He does get called for holding a lot. Well, hopefully he won't get called for holding this Sunday because hopefully he won't play. Hopefully Trey Hopkins will play. John Hinkle, what's going on? It's going to be a great weekend in sports. Go Bearcats, Who Day. Also, it's my birthday today. Well, happy birthday, brother. I hope we have a great sports weekend. I hope the Bearcats destroy Houston for you. I hope the Bengals blow out the Chargers. Sherbert has a terrible game, and we prove that Jackpot Joey Burrow is the best quarterback in the league. And let's just get into the what can happen this weekend. If the Bengals and the Bearcats both win these games, how big this would be. I mean, obviously for Cincinnati, it is huge for them to beat Houston. They win. They're into college. I think they're into college football playoffs. I think I'm getting more and more kind of like the college football playoff committee has had chances to take the Bearcats out, and they haven't done it yet. So I think as long as they win, I think they're in. Now, hopefully, Alabama gets destroyed by Georgia. So all my Georgia boys out there and girls, I'll be rooting like crazy for the Bulldogs and hoping that they take out I think everybody rooting to take out Alabama. I mean, I would be fine with this. If this is your college football playoffs, and you have Georgia number 1, Michigan number 2, Cincinnati number 3, and Oklahoma State number 4. And I think there's a very, very good chance that could be the final one. We'll see. Aquila the Great, what's going on? Asante Samuel was my second round pick for the Bengals. I love that man as a prospect. Sad to see him not playing against us, but I think he will be a star for years to come. Yes, exactly. And I mean, I'm sad, but I'm not because he's a very good player. So that bodes well for us. I'm more concerned about Riley Reif and Trey Hopkins. That's, two of our starting offensive linemen. We need we need all of our offensive linemen together. And of course, our offensive line has played the best it's played the last 2 weeks. And we haven't had injury problems this year at all, really. And of course, when the offensive line looks like it's finally starting to gel, finally starting to get together, finally be able to be a cohesive unit so this offense could be consistent, we got 2 guys that get hurt. So luckily, like I said, they're ankle sprains. I will be surprised if they don't play. I think they'll probably take some pain medicine, a shot or something, get themselves ready to go. And hopefully the Bengals can just blow out the Chargers and we can get them out of the game and give them the rest. Dean, what's going on? Nice to be back with the family in my family, in my best Brian Kelly, LSU voice on Friday. Yeah, he's never going to hear the end of that. We're down here in LSU with the family down here down in down here in Alabama. Like I said, I have no idea what he was thinking. Maybe just hear people talk like that, which not everybody down there talks like that. I mean, not everybody does. Quill, Riley Reef and Hopkins will likely play. They probably don't want them to aggravate their injuries. They're veterans. They don't need a full week of practice to be ready. I agree with that. They don't need a full week of practice. I mean, Trey Hopkins honestly hasn't practiced a full week all year. He gets Wednesdays off. So he hasn't practiced a full week all year. So they're veterans. It's getting to the end of the season. I mean, as long as they go through the mental notes of what they're supposed to do physically, they know what they're supposed to do. You know, they'll be ready to go as far as that goes. Just as far as, I mean, I won't say physically, mentally, they'll be ready to go. Physically, hopefully, they'll be ready to go. And like I said, it's going to be huge because I really do think the key to this is keeping Joe Mixon running the ball like he's done the last 2 weeks. I knew I was going to do that. San Diego. LA has a horrendous run stop. They're terrible at it. So Joe Mixon could go for 200 yards on Sunday. I think there's a very good chance of that as long as our offensive line is healthy. So, yes, knock on wood. I hope they come back and healthy, and they should be good. Devontae, what's going on? UC's punching their ticket to the college football playoffs tomorrow. Exactly. I cannot wait. It's going to be the SEC game is at the same time as the Bearcats. So I will be watching, obviously, the Bearcats, and then in between commercials, I'll be flipping over to the Georgia-Alabama game. Just because I'm curious. You got to see, because I've told you guys this a million times. My fear is, one, Alabama will win, which I don't think they're going to. But if they win, then they're in. You know? And if Oklahoma State wins, that's where I'm like, I could see them jumping us. I could see that. I really don't think it's going to happen, but I could see that. But that's why I'm going to be, the key to me is Georgia has got to beat Alabama. If they beat them, close game, curb stomp them, whatever, I think Alabama's out. You cannot put a 2-loss team into the college football playoffs. You just can't, especially when you have 2 undefeated teams. You got Michigan, who just beat Ohio State. They're going to be the Big Ten champion. You got Oklahoma State, who just beat Oklahoma. And if they win, they'll beat Alabama, which is another ranked team, and the Big 12 champion. You cannot put a 2-loss SEC team in there. You just can't. I don't see that happening. So that's why, to me, the key on Sundays, Saturday, obviously, is the Bearcats winning, which I think they're going to crush them. I really do. And Alabama losing. Just losing. As long as that happens, all us Bearcat fans will be happy. Quill, UC wins this Saturday. Bengals win this Sunday. Roll. Reds re-signed to Castellanos on Monday. Perfect weekend. Everything could happen there except the Castellanos. They're locked out. They can't sign anybody. Nothing's happening until the owners and the players come back to an agreement. Nobody's getting signed anywhere. Nothing. You can't sign anything because there's no contract between the Players Union and Major League Baseball. I really do hope they sign Nick Castellanos. And one thing I will say this, and this is not my stats, but one of my guys at work, Tim Beadle, says that Nick Castellanos' home and road splits are ridiculous. He is built to hit at GABP. And other teams know that. So the numbers he put up this year, he might not be able to put up as big a numbers if he goes somewhere else. So that's on the good side for the Reds for whenever this lockout stops. And hopefully the Reds can sign him. I don't know. We'll see. Royal Flush Terrier. Right now, there's a 40% chance of rain. Yes, there is. I'm planning on wearing a poncho for sure. But it's going to be like 60 degrees in December. Reds or and nobody signed anybody. Yep, you are correct. Nobody's signing anybody right now because they are all locked out. Devontae, Georgia's beating Alabama. Baylor is beating Oklahoma. Oh, wow. Iowa is beating Michigan. OSU will get in. You mean OSU meaning in Ohio State is what you're saying will get in? I still, I think Notre Dame gets in then, and which would be crazy because Ohio State would be a 2-loss team. Like that's the thing. People ask me who, if all that happens, who's getting in? Well, I think Notre Dame's getting in. UC would definitely be in for sure. You got Georgia. So who would your 4th one be? And I think you might have to, you might have to take Iowa, but that's a 2. See, that's where it gets crazy. If all that happens, that is just flat nuts because you're probably going to have to take a 2-loss team then just to fill it out. So I don't know. We'll find out. That would be absolutely crazy if all that happens. Quill, Terry, you're just joking about signing. I gotcha. Blackthorn, what's going on? Who day, what's up? Who day? I'm trying to get through all the stuff in the chat crew. OSU college football players. When you say OSU, like I said, I'm assuming you're meaning Ohio State, but also OSU could be Oklahoma State. So which one do you mean, Devontae? Crip, what's up, buddy? Where you been at? Iceman, can't wait to wake you tomorrow. Go Bearcats. Wake me. You're gonna wake me? Go Bearcats and Who Day to all a Ric Flair. Woo! To be the man, you gotta beat the man. And Joe Burrow and the Bengals and the Bearcats are the man. Blackthorn, ice. You started to say San Diego Chargers. Yeah, I did. Because that's where they belong. I completely agree with that. I don't know anyone that doesn't start saying San Diego. They had to correct themselves when talking about the Chargers. Yeah, I think it's a complete travesty that they are in LA, which I mean that whole thing. I mean, it's all money. LA fans could give 2 craps less about the Chargers. They barely care about the Rams. You know, it's such a complete joke that the Chargers are in LA. LA goes from having no teams, no football teams for like 30 years, then they get 2 of them. That's just a complete joke to me. I think St. Louis and San Diego both got completely screwed. If they want to give LA a team, they should have just expanded, I think. But that's a couple years ago. All right, cool. This is the first game in the Wild that the Bengals are facing a gunslinging quarterback with three major threats. My dog is going crazy. One being, let me try this again. This is the first game in a while the Bengals are facing a gunslinging quarterback with 3 major threats, one being in the backfield. Massive test for the secondary and linebacker core. Yes, that is true. I think it is a big test for the Bengals as far as going against this San Diego offense. That's where I think the best way to beat them is to control the ball with the running game. If you can control the ball, control the time on the clock, keep Sherbert on the sidelines, that's where I think that's also going to be the way the Bengals win this game. They're going to have to run the ball. And if Sherbert and all those guys are on the sidelines, it's a win. Devontae, yes, you mean Ohio State. Okay, you think Ohio State is really going to be in with 2 losses? If everybody loses, then maybe, but it's just going to be hard for them to put a 2-loss team in. They've never done it before. Now they're going to put a group of 5 school in, and they've never done that before, but UC is undefeated. Ohio State lost 2 games. All right, Royal Flush Terry. Fun fact. Los Angeles blitzes 26% of the time, which is middle of the pack. And with Burrow's success and the Chargers secondary a little banged up, Zama could have another quality game. Yeah. I think it's a good matchup for the Bengals. I really do. My like I said, my concern, I mean, as long as our offensive line, everybody's healthy and everybody's playing, as long as Trey Hopkins is in there and Riley Reef, I'm very confident we're going to win this game. And I'm very confident we're going to run all over them like we had the last 2 weeks. But if we have Prince and we have Hill in there, I'm a little less confident. We'll see. Devontae, Iowa's going to win tomorrow night. Michigan is not that good at all. See, I don't know. I haven't watched Iowa play enough to really speak on that, but I have seen Michigan. And now the thing is, Michigan could have, a drop, because they beat Ohio State the first time. I think Ohio State beat them 16 out of 17 years or something. So that was a huge high to beat them. But then it's kind of like everything's in front of you. Everything's in front of you. if Michigan wins, they're in the college football playoffs. I have a hard time believing that a team would not be ready for that. You know, I don't know. That's just me. We'll see. You got to play the game and find out. You got a prediction here: 35-17 Iowa tomorrow night. We will definitely find out. I think that game's at 7:00. That's the nightcap. Quill. Every game the Chargers have lost, they have lost time of possession and overall possession. Sherbert has a habit of forcing passes when down. Same plan for the past 2 weekends. Well, a lot of that too is his offense. They've really put, I said this, they've put a governor on him. They are not trying to take the deep shots like they did last year. And I think Sherbert gets a little frustrated with that. And he does force plays or force throws. And the way the Bengals secondary have been playing the last couple weeks, that sounds like a pick six to me. Terry, I would argue talent-wise, Cleveland was similar to Los Angeles Chargers and offense, which is what scares me. I don't think the Chargers can run the ball like Cleveland can, though. I mean, the Cleveland is, well, right now Cleveland can't do anything. They're playing terrible. But maybe. I mean, I'll put it this way: quarterback-wise, not even close. Sherbert is way better than Baker Mayfield. A Quill. If they stack the box, the Migos will go crazy. Yeah, that's eventually what's going to happen. They're gonna have to start. Teams are gonna have to start stacking the box. I mean, it's just like beginning of the year. Chase went nuts. Okay, they're trying to take Chase away. T. Higgins stepped up. Joe Mixon stepped up. Okay, well, we're gonna try to stop the run. All right, we're gonna stack the box. We're going deep to Chase. We're going deep to T. We're going across the middle to Tyler Boyd or Zama. And this is the reason I picked 11-5 or 11-6, whatever. I had 11 wins for us this year because of the offense. I said, as long as our offensive line is good and our defense is good, we're going to be really hard to stop because we have so many weapons on the offense. That's what I said from the beginning of the season. That's why I was so optimistic. That's why, and yes, I look at everything through orange-colored sunglasses, but there were actual facts to what I was thinking, of how this offense could cook and how this team could run and how Joe Burrow can operate. So it wasn't just me being my crazy Bengal fandom. There was actual. I actually had stuff to back it up. Now I needed the offensive line to play like they're playing. I needed the defense to play like they were, and I wasn't sure if that was going to happen. That's why, it was a chance I took to put it out there saying 11-5. But it's looking pretty good so far. Blackthorn Ice. Anderson, Esiason, or Palmer? Well, I want to pick one, or I can only pick two. If I pick a two, it's Anderson and Boomer. But the best one out of all I'd have to say Ken Anderson, because he did it longer, and it, just like Mike Brown said, he is, how do you put it, the key or one of the most influential Bengal of all time. So you got to go with Ken Anderson. Hey, my dad's watching. What's up? Bearcats will have a blowout win. I hope so. Samuel, yes. Go vote for Joey B. Jackpot Joey Burrow for the Pro Bowl. Go vote for all the Bengals. Let's get Chase in there. Let's get Mixon in there. Let's get Joey B in there. Hell, let's get Trey Hendrickson in there. Let's get as many Bengals as we can. So go vote. Quill. Cleveland's offense didn't do much against us. It was their defense that gashed us, and their offense capitalized. They ran the ball like crazy. I was at that game. They ran the ball like crazy. Our defense didn't do nothing against them. I'm pretty sure they kept the time of possession. So it was more the run game that killed us in that game. And our offense, that was just a bad game for the Bengals. The Bengals just played bad. They had 2 games this year. They just laid an egg. Well, that one they really laid an egg. The Jets game, it was all in their hands. They just screwed it up at the end. I mean, Joe Burrow made a terrible pass and threw the ball right to the Jets defensive lineman. But the Browns game, the Bengals just played terrible, just flat terrible. Let's see here, Terry. I see. I'm not the only one who thinks Iowa will win against Michigan. No, there's a couple people say that. I'm not sure. You keep asking me who Gary Owens is. I don't know what you mean, Blackthorn. I don't know who Gary Owens is. You mean is that the coach for Maryland who just stepped down? Is that his name? I don't remember. Quill. The game will be decided by turnovers in the second or third quarter. That makes the team play catch up. Hopefully, we're the one getting the turnovers. Yeah, the Bengals have gotten a lot of turnovers lately, and it's been turnovers and it's been time of possession, and that's where I say when you're facing a high powered offensive team, sometimes the best defense is a good offense. A time of possession, keep them on the sidelines. Let Joe Mixon hopefully rush for 200 yards. Joe could throw for 120, 125 again. Hopefully T or Jamar Chase goes nuts for 100, and we're good to go. All right, here you go. Royal Flush Cherry. Gary Owens is a famous comedian from Cincinnati and a huge Bengals fan. There you go. Devontae, you got 13-4 Bengals. Oh, 13-4 Bengals AFC champs. Yeah, see, mine was, let me see if I can find it. I put this up when the schedule came out back in what was that, June? I can't even remember, but this is my schedule, and this is my prediction back then. Whenever the schedule came out that week, that's when I put this up. And let's see, I got the Vikings right, I got the Bears wrong, I got the Steelers wrong, I got the Jaguars right, I got Green Bay right, Detroit right, Ravens wrong, Jets wrong, Cleveland wrong, Raiders wrong, Steelers right, and I'm gonna get the rest of these right, but it's 11-6. I mean, we're pretty dang close. I mean, what, 4 wins away from it? So let's look at the end of the season there. This is what everybody says this is going to be the gauntlet, which I agree it is a gauntlet, but I'm not scared of any of these teams. Like I said, the Chargers, I think it's a winnable game. And they're all and 4 out of the 6 games are at home. So that right there is huge. You got the 49ers, which if Jimmy G gets hurt again, then they're back to square one. I think Denver's a winnable game. I do think I changed my mind. I'm not going to change it because this is what I said back then, but I think we can beat the Ravens. And you got the Chiefs and the Browns. They're clowns. I mean, we got a chance. We could win all of them. I'm not saying we're going to win all of them, but we could. And that's just awesome. Completely, utterly awesome. A Quill. Herbert picked by Jesse Bates III. Sprints from midfield to the boundary is my prediction on that turnover. Sounds good to me. Crip, what's up? You going to be live Sunday? No, I'll be at the Bengals game. No live Sunday. When are the Bearcats make it in the playoffs announcement? It'll be Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday is when the official announcements come out. For who the final four is, and that's to me, that's when I will stop worrying about it. Stop, my gears will stop spinning in my head of, okay, what if this happens? What if this happens? What if this happens? How are they going to screw the Bearcats? I give it to Josh and give it to the College Football Playoff Committee. They haven't done it yet, but I say keyword is yet, because you never know what's going to happen. Hopefully, they will not screw us, and we will get into the college football playoffs. All right, guys. I think I want to get on out of here, get a couple more here. Dustin, Chase will have 200 yards this game. Hey, well, the thing is, they got to figure out something to get him open, because not getting him open, but just different ways, because they're having a safety cover him. He's basically double covered. That's why T's been open. That's why Jamar's been open. So we will find out. All right, Devontae, a couple more here. We're going to beat Baltimore Ravens at home 41-17. Woo. John, if anything, the Bengals make this playoffs, anything can happen. Who did? Exactly. Once you get in, just get in. John, as long as the Bearcats win, I think you're in. Who did? I do too, John. I really do. I think as long as we win, I think we're in. But like I said, it's still in the back of my mind that, hey, we could lose, or they could screw us. I hope they don't. All right, guys, it's Friday. I'm gonna do a little short show, and just to let you guys, let everybody know, my work schedule has been crazy. I have to be work at 12 o'clock tonight, and hopefully I'll be out of work at like 8 in the morning, and I go home, take a nap, and then watch the Bearcat basketball. So UPS, it's peak, it's Christmas, so my hours are crazy. So sorry about the hit or miss with the shows, and it might be a little shorter. I'm working on trying to get some guests, but it's a little harder right now because I just don't have the time to do it. But anyway, I appreciate you guys always watching the show and supporting the show. But I also ask you guys to support these Facebook groups that support me and let me live stream on them. They're Houday Nation, Houday Legion, Bearcat Ruckus, Bearcat Country, Cincinnati Reds, rounding third, heading for home, the Ohio State Bucknuts, the Ice Bar, and then you can follow me on all my social media platforms, all under Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Twitter handle is at Jeff A. Tronopole. TikTok is at Iceman90. I'll be pulling the sound off later on tonight, putting it on the podcast. If you don't have time to watch it, you want to listen to it again tomorrow, check it out. It's on Beanpod, Apple iTunes, Spotify, Google, Stitcher, pretty much wherever you get your podcast. Please make sure you rate, like, and review. Give me a 5-star review. I'll greatly appreciate it. Also, leave a comment so more Cincinnati fans can find my podcast. Please download it. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors about Sports with Strawberry Ice, the YouTube channel, and the podcast. Speaking of the YouTube channel, I'm up to 1,417 subscribers. That is awesome. Like I said, it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be able to do this, so I appreciate every single one of you guys. Devontae, yes, I cannot wait. I got to put this up there real quick. Crosstown Shootout is next Saturday, Cintas, 8:30. I cannot wait. Hopefully, Cincinnati, the Bearcats will win. I think it's going to be a good game. I'm very excited for it. So you guys have a wonderful Friday. This is going to be a great Cincinnati sports weekend. Like I said, I got the Bearcats Saturday, got the Bengals Sunday. I cannot freaking wait. And other than that, you guys have a great weekend. That's just sports, baby. See ya!
Let's go. In the night, stripes in our veins, sparks gonna fly. The beast is awake, orange, black, and white. Cause when the jungle come alive, Houday, we ignite. In Cincinnati, we gon' rise. In the jungle, we unite. Dripping orange and black and white. Houday, when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Wake up the beast, every day is a feast. Time to bust it off the leash. In the jungle, dripping heat. Tigers strike the city streets. East side, stand up. West side, stand up. If you reppin' Houday, time to put your hands up. Bengals stripes, we in it. New day, new age, yeah, we get it. Cincinnati jungle fitted. Houday in our house, we win it. Orange and black and white, we build it. Earn our stripes, you know we kill it. Bleed our colors, jungle dripping. Nasty, natty, yeah, we live it. Lit the crowd, get the city loud. Yeah, we feasting now. Fit the pounce, make the city howl. Now we beastin' now. Thunder through the tunnel, from the sideline to the huddle. Stripes we tatted on the jungle when we flex that Houday muscle on them. Cincinnati, we gon' rise in the jungle, we unite. Dripping orange and black and white. Houday, when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Now who gotta move like it on? Now who wanna move dancing on? Now who wanna move on? If you got stripes and you let the city know you rock them, yeah, we got them, yeah, we fought them. Like that black and orange upon them. Bingo bottle, never stop it. To the beast of feasting on them. Houday rockin' with the diamond stripes, flossing on the ring. Cincinnati, she's our queen. We gon' show the world who king. Orange in the day, black in the night. Stripes in our veins, sparks gonna fly. The beast is awake, orange, black and white.